Hello again, this is SF Giants Fat Mike coming to you today with another lunchtime daily video. Okay, at the rate this is going, I'm actually not going to be able to play anything today. But some of you might actually recognize what game I am downloaded again. Yes, guys, I am braving it. I've been back into the Fate slash Nasuverse. And yeah, I got that itch to play again. Play Fate Grand Order. As you see down there, that's Foo that's running around, if you're not familiar. Um, and when I started this download, I remembered it being a lot faster than this. But dang, even if I put it up, I don't know if I necessarily want to talk over. Anyway, I'm going to talk for a little bit over a downloading screen, guys. Because I think if I minimize this, go play something else, or to put something else up, I think it stops downloading. But I'll try to keep it brief. Anyway, guys, this is kind of like another one of my journey through the Nasu verse, or whatever you want to call it. But on one of my videos, at least one person mentioned, I forget the Japanese name, but in English they call it the Garden of Sinners. And I have recently found out that is where Shiki is from. I've heard of Shiki through forums and watching other people's videos, and I want to say she was in Fate Grand Order because a few of the YouTubers I follow mentioned her. I know Otaku Daikun really wanted her. I think he got her too, but I'm not sure. Um, but that series is I don't think they're episodes. I think they're actual movies. Anyway, I'll call them episodes in to the Garden of Sinners, and they're really good so far. They are kind of playing around with timeline. That is like the first episode or movie or whatever you want to call it seems to take place the latest out of the first four. And then they're like filling you in with different bits of information as you go along. And I actually like this format. I know there's somebody, I think on my last video, commented what the order to watch them in was. So my rewatch will definitely be that way. But I want to see what they're trying to do with this. Telling the story non-sequentially. I want to see what they're doing with it, because so far it's been pretty good. I've liked it. Let's see, what all do I like? First of all, I kind of like Shiki. She herself is pretty darn cool. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I should consider them spoilers, because I want to say this has been out for a while now. The Garden of Sinners, or whatever it's properly called. It's like Kara no something or other in Japanese. But anyway, I'll go with what I know from what little bit I knew from before I started watching. But Shiki's pretty cool. She had dual personalities initially, and then somehow or another something happened and one of them got wiped. I don't know the who, the what, the woe though yet on that. They've kind of skipped over that part. Somehow or another in that transaction, Shiki gained cool power. Something about like mystic eyes of death perception or something like that. And quite frankly, she's what the Avengers need for Infinity War. Basically, she can see life and like light lines that represent life and death and all that stuff, and she cuts one of the lines, whatever that is, whether it be an object. Like the first thing she did was a flower. She sees the flower, she sees the lines, and she accidentally cuts it with her finger, and the flower died. I think she had like a vase of flowers, and she ended up killing them all. And she could do that with people. She makes a statement that even a god, if it lived, is considered living, she can kill it. In fact, she even proved in one situation, even if it's not alive, she could destroy it. She had some mage there that was kind of telling her how her powers worked, and she ended up up against like I'll just call it a zombie, possessed dead body by some spirit or whatever, and she ended up killing the body somehow. Although I don't know if that was through physical damage or if she cut the lines because they didn't show that part of it. I am 40% in and I got like 11 minutes to go. I don't think I'm going to get to play. But, anyways, I'm really loving that show. I'm really, really, really excited for. Actually, last thing I want to mention about the Garden of Sinners, excuse me, I just had soda. I'm burping. Is that I love those openings. At least the four that they've had so far, they have been hilarious. You know how they have, I don't know if you've been to a movie, at least here in America, most movie theaters, the like two or three that I've been to, put up these ads, silence your phone, don't do this, don't do that. And they're doing parodies. Like the first one was the cell phone, please be respectful and silence your cell phone. That's why I think these are actual movies that were playing in the theater at some point back in when they first showed in Japan. It's because they had these little things. But anyway, so it's please be kind, silence your phone. And some dude, of course, starts, phone starts ringing. He's about to, talk on the phone, and she uses her, and Shiki's there. She uses her special ability and cuts the phone, and accidentally, I guess, cuts the guy too. But again, you have to. My description is not going to be nearly as funny as watching that little short they have in front of it. All of them have been pretty hilarious, one way or the other. Like the last one was a no smoking in the theater type deal. And Shiki was about to go over and, I don't know if she was going to off the person or just the cigarette. But the lady then ate the cigarette and was like, no, these are chocolate cigarettes. And Shiki's sitting there, red-faced, embarrassed. It was, again, my description of it's enough to let you know what happened, but watching it, you'll probably laugh out loud. Anyway, I love that series. And as you can see, guys, I've been I guess a few weeks ago I started rewatching Fate Zero. I finished that like a week ago, and I've been slowly working on Unlimited Blade Works again. As well, then I ran into Garden of Sinners. I think like I said, I've watched 4 of the episodes since Monday night, so I've been intermittent between Unlimited Blade Works and the Garden of Sinners. So anyway, I'm just so stoked right now with getting back into the Fates first. I never really left. I've picked up watched episodes here, watched episodes there. I think it took me like a month and a half to get through Fate Zero, just because I was trying to go slowly, and just the excitement built, and I was actually able to get past the people dying, which has stopped my rewatches in the past. I think it was back in February I started rewatching Zero again. Got to Rin's little episode where she, gets to have her little focus episode. And I didn't get much further than that because it was like, oh man, this person's going to die. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. Oh, I don't want to see that. Anyway, guys, the last thing I'll leave off with, crud, for me to stop the video, I have to turn off the screen. But anyway, guys, the last thing I'll say is that, as you guys might have surmised if you were watching my videos back whenever it was I was doing them, I was trying to get into Prisma Ilya, and eventually, I think it was in season 2 still, I just got squicked out. They had these, anyway, I just totally got squicked out. I have heard from comments on there and comments elsewhere as I've been getting into different Nasuverse forums and whatnot to see what people are saying about stuff, that the manga are much better about that. So eventually I'm going to get the manga for that, and you will probably hear some reviews on that as I get that. But first I got to get funds. I already bought the tickets for Heaven's Feel, which again I'm super excited about.
I'm back.
Okay, so I have that taken. My screen turned off, which then turns off my recording. So that means I've been talking for about 10 minutes or so, and I'm good with that. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go back to lunch without getting this fully downloaded, but I'm okay with that. I will be able to play later, and I will definitely put up some footage of me getting back into Fate Grand Order. I'm probably gonna cry, I tell you. Uh, but as I was just saying, as I realized my phone was off, uh, that while I got squicked out by Prisma Ilia, I am gonna try to check out the manga when I get some free funds. Right now, I do have the ticket already paid for June 5th for Heaven's Feel. I'm going to try to find another 1250 in my budget to go to the Thursday night as well. If nothing else, just to say, hey, I support you guys releasing this in the States in some way, shape, or fashion or form. Um, Although I hope the Dragon Ball Super movie gets a much wider release than this. Because this only being available on Tuesday and Thursday night, I don't know how many people are going to be able to go. Because like with me personally, I live in one town. I work in another that's even further from where the showing is going to be. Technically, I think I have a showing that's closer to my work. Um, but the problem with that is that's even further from my house. So I'm going to the one that's probably the furthest from my work. So it's a shorter drive back home because the movie's going to get out at like 9:30, 10, and I don't want to be so tired I'm like driving off the road or something stupid. But anyway, guys, I will eventually do another video of me getting back into Fate Grand Order. I do have a different philosophy going into this one. To it this time. I'm just going to try for the friend point summon servants. I'm going to save all the quartz, all the starter quartz until characters I actually like come out. That is to say, like Arturia or Emiya or uh, any number of other. I know they got some special ones coming. I would really love Nero, but I'm definitely with Emiya and Arturia are the two I definitely want to go for. Although I heard that I missed potentially a Ren and an Iris Field or Atheist Field or however you pronounce it. So that kind of makes me sad. um, but anyway, guys, thank you so much. If you listened to this whole video, I highly appreciate it. Even though I'm behind on a lot of lunchtime videos, I'm gonna try to get this one over to my computer and uploaded tonight because I want to get these videos uploaded to my channel for Grand Order as soon as possible. I don't, I'm going to put them up ahead of my Don Machi and whatnot because I'm just so far behind on that. This weekend I'm probably just going to take Saturday and edit, and then release for like a week and a half probably, depending on how many videos I have. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all your guys' comments and all that stuff. I will see you guys next time. Bye.